Stalkers among us. They live among us. They don't know among us. They go among us, among us, among us, among us, among us.
Fungus
They
among
are.
us.
Clowns will be
A
yummy
fungus
pork
among us. Pump
marinade.
up the
Yeah,
jam, pump it up.
yeah.
Bookers
No boogers in the morning.
in the Monday morning.
It's the Monday morning Yama Pork Marinade.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome. Have a beautiful day to a beautiful week.
It's a beautiful Monday.
Morning.
It's gonna be a fun day.
Yummy, yummy pork marinade.
Yummy, yummy in your tummy. Yummy, yummy in your tummy. Bookers! Oh man, so I can sit there and say I had a wonderful Father's Day weekend.
That's terrific, man. I'm glad to hear
It all,
that.
man, it all started last week. When my boy was in town. He loves his papa. Came
Mhm.
all the way from the south to come hang out with his dada.
That's nice.
He's like, I'm coming to see you, pops. We're gonna hang out. I'm like, all right, boy, you do that.
Catch a new movie.
Catch a new movie, go out to dinner,
Mhm,
and enjoy quality father son time.
mhm,
No excuses.
mhm. Way to do it.
I even told his girlfriend, yo, this is my time, girl. You gotta back on up.
Ah, family
Shit like
comes
that.
first.
And
Mhm.
then this weekend, I had the Peanut.
Yeah, what a doll.
Peanut was
Adorable little
supposed to
fella.
leave Saturday morning, but ended up staying until yesterday morning, which was fucking a treat. Wake up and have your grandson here. Oh man, on Father's Day, you can't ask for such a better scripted thing.
Yep. My wife keeps scrolling up the pictures to the DM to where that picture is, and that little fella's got the biggest eyes. He's just adorable.
He did this move Saturday night that was so adorable. Me and him, well, me and my wife were sitting on the opposite sides of the couch. So the middle chair would have been like his little domain, right? So
Hmm.
he's on the floor and he looks up at me and her. But he keeps looking at her while walking to me to see what she do. It was so adorable. Like, I wish I had my camera out for that moment because it was one of those photogenic moments that you're like, this boy is something else.
Yeah.
The things he do, like him laying on my knee, it was adorable. It's like
Yep.
this boy is like
Yep.
he just makes these little poses and all that little good stuff. He's gonna be a baby
Yeah.
pork pie.
He just that's just who he is. He's there ain't no posing. It's just who he is. He's just so stinking adorable.
He's an animated young little fella.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. The
Excuse
joys.
me.
The
Excuse
joys.
me. I was taking some vitamins. I gotta get pork pie nation healthy again.
That's right. You're on a mission.
I'm on a mission to be the ziggly piggly. Keep talking.
I can. That's the one thing I can do is talk. I'm not as gifted as some others at that, but I do the best I can. It's, you know, we what take our capabilities and make the best of them.
Hey, it's all you can do in
But
this good
yeah,
old America.
yeah. Not going to sing no song just yet.
I will say, happy Juneteenth out there to all those fine folks that celebrate this lovely holiday.
Yeah, for sure.
Hope you get to enjoy a nice little barbecue or whatever you like. Just enjoy some pork tenderloins.
Yeah, enjoy family, food, friends, Celebrate.
That's what life is all about.
That's right.
Grabbing a bottle of alcohol and having a drink or two.
Well, if that's your thing. Yeah.
That's everybody's thing, except for
Well,
mine. The Piggly Wiggly can't drink.
yeah. I don't. We don't drink too much either, quite frankly.
Excuse me.
I did tell you we make limoncello though. So,
Mm,
but
I,
we don't drink a lot. We just have like with the limoncello after a meal, like on a weekend, you just put it in a little shot glass, and you don't even like shoot it like a shot. You just taste it. I wouldn't even say sip it. You just kind of taste it. And like you get a little shot glass, it'll last you half an hour or more if you just taste it. And it's just special treat if you like lemon, especially.
well, one, I don't like lemon. Lemon sounds ugh.
Okay, well then, not for you.
Nope, lemon ain't for me, man.
They make orange cello too.
I don't want orange cello neither. I don't want no cello. I
Yeah, you
want jello.
don't need no cello. Get the jello.
I want the jello.
Yep. There's
I want some jello in the morning. Yes, I do.
good for your skin. Jello in the morning, yes I do. What else is good for? Jello in the morning, and I eat all my corn and in the jello in the morning. Clap your hands,
What am I clapping my hands for?
because you're praising Jesus. Hello.
I don't want to clap my hands.
You don't have to clap your hands.
I don't want to do anything with my hands because it's that yummy pork marinade.
Mm.
Oh man, so where are? See, there's no news topics for today. Nothing exciting happened.
So what are you talking about, man? There's Twitter Spaces on fire with that virus, educated virus expert that is a complete imbecile when it comes to the scientific method and being able to discuss topics with related to hard data and real
Um,
fact-based science. There's a lot of crap going on with regard to that, but yeah, maybe
I don't
not
know
so
who
much
you
in
were
the news.
talking about, so you would have to elaborate.
Yeah, so there's a discussion between Joe Rogan, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and that other
Is that the
virus
Kennedy that's running
researcher.
for president?
That's right. Yeah, and he happens to be an expert on vaccines because of his law practice. So he has the hard data with the information that is all relevant to factual discussions, and the virologist doesn't have any of that information or isn't aware of the toxicology. He isn't aware of so many things. All he is very specialized, and quite frankly, he has no ability to he's unarmed in a scientific debate because he doesn't practice the scientific method to where it actually illustrates how you go about arguing things, how you go about explaining things. And those explanations are based on data when you're a scientist. And that's not what we saw happening in the last 2.5, 3 years, where uh, practices that were customary because of hard data and science were just completely ignored, just like natural immunity, for example. The ignoramuses out there that are running things have been complete hypocrites with regard to science, and it really shows. And then when you have people like that have been running their line of horse crap for the last 2.5, 3 years, when it comes down to actually discussing facts, they do not want to engage because there's no substance behind what they're saying, and they know it. So sorry, I get up on my stump for that one.
I'm so confused. I don't know who you're referring to.
Yeah, I forget what his name is.
Cause I mean,
Hotep or something, or I forget.
who's the idiot in question?
Hotep
The
or something like that.
Okay, so it's not the Kennedy guy.
No, absolutely not. Not
Okay.
absolutely not. Yeah. poor Kennedy guy is really difficult to listen to just because of his paralyzed vocal cords, which it looks like was related to a vaccine injury, but let's just leave that one alone.
Then how the hell is he running for president?
Because he has difficulty speaking and it's really difficult to listen to him, but his faculties are fantastic. He's a smart guy. He makes a lot of sense and reasoned arguments. And quite frankly, the history and the knowledge that that man has lived and experienced is really something to be reckoned with, regardless of where you are on the political spectrum. He's the thing he has in common with people on the right is that he knows that the deep state, the administrative state, is corrupted the entire system and is threatens the Constitution, quite frankly, and he's aware of that crap, and so that's where he can bring the middle of the road Democrats into his under his um, they will want to vote for him because they see what a bumbling fool that the other choice might be.
Mm. I'm here. I was listening to, I listened to Joe Budden,
Yeah,
and they had someone on yesterday towards the end of the show. I don't remember the exact timeline.
just for our viewers' sake, Joe Budden is not who you might think it is. It's an actual talk show host, right?
No, he's not a talk show host. He's got his own podcast.
Yeah, podcast host. Forgive me.
He had Killer Mike on. I want to say a little over an hour. It might have been an hour and a half towards the end because there was a 3-hour episode. And Killer Mike made some excellent points in the political sphere about
Mhm.
this Robert Kennedy guy.
Yeah, and what do you say?
It's hard to remember because,
Hmm. What was the gist of it? Was it good? Negative?
yeah, it was good. He's like, you should listen to the message.
Yeah, the
Remember,
content, the
the
substance.
politicians, they spew you a bunch of bullshit and they can never get to the bullshit they want to do for you because it's just never in their power. He was
Right.
saying stuff like that, and he was also saying, you want change in your community, you have to. It isn't high office. You got to go for the local offices and build them up. That's how change. He mentioned something about some judge in his county that did this reform program where I give you 1 year to get your act together. If you come back to me in a year and your shit ain't together, I'm gonna put you in jail. Instead of just throwing you in jail right away, she's giving you a chance to, rehabilitate yourself in programs and stuff like that. So he was saying the Republican governor is mandating that program be instituted for the whole state of Georgia by a Democratic leader. He's appointing a Democrat to run the program.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that if the objective is to help people to better themselves.
And that was the whole point. It's the objective.
Yeah,
You know,
that's where, regardless of party, you do what's right for the
the
citizens,
people.
as it should be. Right, the people.
That's what's wrong with these politicians now.
It's a
They're
lot.
not
Yeah.
doing right by the people. They're only doing right by their pockets.
Yep.
We're not affiliated with any party over here. We're just speaking,
That's right. Yep.
our
30. Mhm.
our opinions.
Yeah. So we got to get away from 30, 40 years of government corruption and hand over fist taking money, where things are actually done for people. We don't.
By the people.
Yeah. The day of the career politician, that really needs to end.
Like I've always said, man, if a president can't serve more than 8 years, why should anybody else?
That's for sure.
You'd keep fresh blood in there, and you'd also have,
Hmm.
less people, less chances of someone being corrupted, unless they're corrupted from all the way down below, and then they work their way up through the same system, and someone is still pushing their agenda.
Well, unfortunately, that happens a lot with the big money, the big money, and let's face it, even foreign interests. Look what the foreign interests have infiltrated city government, sponsored candidates and see them move up through the ranks into higher levels of government. That's how the long game is played by foreign influence. They actually get these people corrupt early and then they own them later. Like, well, we don't have to go specifics about who's running the place, but there's some deep corruption going on and it's proven, and yet it still sits and nothing's being done. Crazy.
What can you do, man? What can you do?
I think we can change the subject. That might be something to do.
Bookers.
Bull cutters. I can't believe I have all of these snots.
Oh, snots. So, the exciting movie I watched this weekend was Extraction Part 2. Very enjoyable movie.
Extraction Part 2. Sound like a CIA adventure in a foreign country.
Not really CIA, but,
Okay, what was it then?
Chris Hemsworth. You'd have to see Extraction 1. I can't give away the plot, man. You got to
Okay,
see the...
so
You got,
it's not about a dentist either then.
I mean, you do lose some teeth.
Okay, forgive that dad joke. So that's good. You saw some good movies.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I had a good time with it.
So that's the one you were watching when I was trying to do some 10-minute job that took 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh well.
So I did that. Yesterday I watched. Let me see. What did I do yesterday? I listened to Joe Budden. Then I got on the PS5 with the boy, and we ran his brother and friend off. Beat them two. We beat them 2 games in a row. They were talking that smack, but they got these hands.
That's funny.
Telling my son, like, boy, we beat them 21-22. We beat them. We put our foot up their ass. It don't matter what the score is at the end. We whoop their ass.
That's right.
And then the last one we played, we really really spanked them. They're like, God damn, I can't do shit on your defense. I'm like, I know. I figured you out, boy.
That's funny.
And then they got off with, he probably went to go see his pops and stuff, whatever. So that was all cool.
Yeah.
Me and the boy stayed on for a little while longer,
Mm-hmm.
playing. He played his game, I played mine. We were just talking.
That's cool.
Then I got off and I watched a couple of YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
I watched an anime that I enjoy. Then I took my talents to the bedroom.
You weren't doing any carpentry work in there either.
Well, no, I wasn't. No,
Might have
I
been some
didn't.
hammering going on, but let's leave that one alone.
I didn't go lay no wood. I went. I just took my talents to bed. I took my tablet.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Star Trek because I hadn't watched it yet. Pretty good first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I would like the ship to go now. I mean, you gotta love Spock, boy, with his catchphrase. Ooh, boy, that was funny. That gave me a chuckle.
Catch me. Give me that again.
I would like the ship to go now.
I see.
So I did that, and then I went to sleep.
Cool.
And then here we are today on the Morning Pork Marinade.
Yeah, and you're well rested. It's a beautiful morning.
I ain't gonna say I'm well rested, but I'm rested.
Mm-hmm. We got nice blue sky going on here. No Trudeau haze, so to speak.
And at least I had no one stalking me
Ah.
and annoying me. Oh my God. Whew.
Yeah. So it's funny, when you live your life and you see people seeking out your tweets and making comments on them and criticizing them, and then when they get tagged on them, oh, you're stalking me, leave me alone. Oh, such hypocrisy. It's amazing thing.
It is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
It's
That's all
so
right.
amazing.
Ignorance is bliss. You just leave them in it.
I mean, what the hell?
What
There's
you
nothing
gonna
else
do?
you can't do.
There's better things to talk about.
That is correct, though.
Much better.
Yeah, man, like this Flash movie,
Yeah.
not doing so well.
Now you didn't see that one yet.
I saw it.
Okay, and do you think there's good reason for it not doing so well then?
The reason behind it not doing well is the simple fact that, they came out and said, we're not continuing this story. We're not continuing none of these characters. Granted, they also come out and said if the movie does well, you never know what can happen and blah, blah, blah. But the true fact is, the movie, it's a decent movie. It's a fun movie. You're gonna
Hmm.
enjoy yourself when you see it.
Hmm. So
But
yeah, one has.
it's
Hmm.
it's one of those where you're like, well, damn, they're not continuing because of whatever they want to reboot the whole DCU going forward,
So you
which
have
is
to.
fine. That's
Okay.
what killed it.
Yeah, but if you accept that premise, what's interesting here is now this is just from an outsider's perspective, is you release something, you newly release something, and at the same time you simultaneously criticize and create drama and fake BS in terms of, saying, oh, this we're going to release this movie, and right out the gate you're going to say, oh, these characters aren't going to continue, so you create all this other BS to try to get some just get something buzzing about it. So there's so much of that kind of garbage out there that you just don't know what's manipulation and what's
Now
factual.
this wasn't manipulation. The test was Black Adam. When Black Adam was released to keep the old regime going, Black Adam box office failure. It didn't make the money they needed it to make.
Hmm.
So they decided we're going to reboot the whole fucking thing. So once you said you're rebooting the whole fucking thing, what's the point now to go see Aquaman 2
Hmm.
and The Flash when you know that these characters in this specific role might not be moving forward? You're not really, yeah, you're saying you could make Elseworld movies, but let's be real,
it's
you're not going to.
it's dumb to say that before you release something unless you want some kind of controversy. That's the way I feel.
So, but again, these Zack Snyder fans are a bunch of, I'm going to say it, they're fucking stupid.
Oh well.
You're not supporting a movie because you want to bring back a certain director. Idiot. You need to support the movie so it will bring them back.
The level of sophistication just isn't quite there on this one.
It isn't. It's like stupid begets stupid. You got to
Well.
figure out how to do shit. You got to figure out how to move the company going forward. And then there's so
Hmm.
much other talk that Comcast is buying Warner Brothers Discovery,
Hmm.
which you never know. It could happen if you
So
believe rumors and all this other shit.
so if your fan base is stupid, you are required to talk stupid too.
Well, you got to look at it like this: the fan base is stupid because of their actions.
Yeah.
He made Superman versus Batman versus Superman. I'm sorry, it's the studio fucked it up. Good morning, Mr. Rex. How are you
Hey,
today?
top of the morning to you, Rex. Hope you had a
You
great weekend. I hope you
you
didn't get any
watched
visited. Hmm?
you watched the extended version of the movie. The movie is much better than the theatrical version because it's like, yo, oh, we need to shorten the runtime so we can get more seats in the theater. No, put out a good product, and Marvel has shown you could have a 3 hour movie and make over $2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So they every movie they shot themselves in the foot. Then you fire the guy because I guess creative differences at one point or whatever, or it's whatever. He had a plan. You agree to his plan. Don't fire him in the middle of the plan. And then on top of that, his daughter passes away. She killed herself. Like that just doesn't. It's not a good look.
That's terrible. Yeah, so I was just commenting on Rex. Happy Monday morning, and wishing that he didn't have any unwanted visitors coming over and calling him daddy.
Now he
When
hung
they,
out with his. He went and hung out
yeah,
with his pops, and they had probably a couple of birds. Oh, no, never mind. They had a couple of stogies, and
mm-hmm.
they were having a grand old time.
That's cool. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
they were.
my joke was referring back to the no kids that I know of.
Yeah. Uh, man,
Yep.
oh man. But
We're nearing the end of June, man. Summer is going to be in full swing here.
tell me about it. It's like I've noticed the older you get, the faster the year goes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Seems to be the
Boy, because
case.
when we were kids, man, it seemed like forever to get to Christmas and
Yeah,
forever to get to your next birthday and
and
stuff like
and
that.
forever for the snow to melt. That's what it seemed like too when we were kids. Took forever for that snow to go away. Seemed like.
If it snowed, because there's been a couple of years where it didn't snow.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is what it is. But hey, you gotta have faith.
Come on, Lou, sing it for us, bro.
I don't. I honestly don't remember the song.
Okay. I thought you were a George Michael fan.
Hell no. Are you?
No, it's a joke. Hello.
Because you gotta have faith, the
Yeah,
faith.
see?
I
He
gotta
got it.
have faith. And I'm gonna have steaks. I'm gonna have some steak tonight. I'm
Baby!
I'm gonna grill that steak. Oh, that's not pork. Never mind. That's beef.
You get pork steaks too.
The pork steaks are not that. They're just no.
That's not the same.
No, it's not.
Got to be cooked well too.
That's the thing with cooking pork chops, man. You can make a busting pork chop one day, and then the next time make a super dry pork chop. Like fuck.
Yeah, that's true. No on no trigonosis. That's very
Hey,
different than hypnosis.
oh shit! I could have been escaped that damn thing. Motherfucking donkey over here playing around with this mumba jumba bumba donkey.
Hello.
Yeah, man. So what's on the agenda today? You taking the holiday off? You working? You stoking? You cutting some grass?
I've got computational fluid dynamics on the brain, and
All
I'm
right,
not
nerd. So
not
I
done
take it
yet.
nothing interesting.
Yeah, well, yeah, nothing interesting. I cut some grass this past weekend. I had no choice, and then tractor got a little hot, so I couldn't finish one corner. I got to go back and cut that, and so yeah, there's the never-ending grass cutting, which I can't complain about because it was drought for a while here, northeast Ohio, and now things are getting wet again. So got to start cutting again. So and
Yeah,
finishing up some work. Yep.
we're in hurricane season, so you know how that goes. So it rains and rains and rains and
Mm-hmm.
rains, rains and rains
Mm-hmm.
and rains some more.
Well, it's nice though that you're far enough inland where you don't have to evacuate. So that's cool.
Yeah, but you never know with a hurricane. Like you could be inland and still receive a lot of damage. It's all depending on how far the bands go out and how strong they are.
For sure. Yeah.
Like the weakest point is the center of the eye. You can stay when the center passes over you. You're like, damn, it's so sunny out. And then depending on how fast it's moving, you'll be like, damn, it's starting to rain again.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Depending on what direction it's going too.
That and then you don't know if the the strength is coming from the front side or the back
Yeah.
side.
Well, if the eye crosses over you, you get them coming from both directions, right?
Yeah, but the thing with the hurricane is the strength can come from the front side or the back side.
Right. The backside's preferable because that's already traveled across land and weakened some, right? The front
And
side, though, that's all momentum. And it's been,
well, no, because you could get hurricane force winds in the front that are weak, and all the strength is in the back of that
hmm,
storm.
this I'm not
Eh,
aware of.
I mean, you're gonna get weather regardless, but it's
Hmm.
all gonna be
See,
where.
I always learned that the strongest winds were those that came off the unencumbered land, well, the unencumbered area, which would be off the water. There's nothing breaking that wind at all, and so the strongest winds would come from the side coming right off the water, whereas the weaker winds are ones that are still wrapping around. So that's what I learned, but that could be wrong.
You just don't know where it's gonna be sometimes.
Hmm.
It
Yeah, and
is.
they changed path, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're lucky we don't have that. We get tornadoes here, but it's a big area, so it's not real common.
And
And
see, that's like you're fucked regardless of where you move. I think the the thing about living in New York, New Jersey, that area is snowstorms. You can get those really cold blizzards.
hmm
That's like the storm for them. The South deals with the hurricanes. The Midwest deals with all those fucking crazy ass tornadoes. And then it seems to be the West Coast deals with earthquakes and fucking
fires,
firestorms.
yeah, dry.
It's like you can't escape it no matter where you go on this
Hmm.
planet.
Yeah, I know. We don't get a lot of earthquakes here where we are, but we've had a few mild ones. And I remember the first time I learned the Italian word terremoto, which is earthquake. Terra meaning earth, and molto is like the quake. And my great grandmother, who came from Italy, the the house started shaking, kind of like rumbling, and she's like terremoto. She knew the old Italian woman knew what the hell was going on, and get the hell out of the house.
But is it smart to get out of the house?
Yeah, it is to get away from structures that can come down on you. But because they weren't something that we experienced at all in the area, um, that was that's something to think about. I remember that there's this building. It had architecture. You ever see architecture where like there's huge portions of it that are unsupported that extend out of a building like a cantilever type of thing? So the building was evacuated in the university, and all these people just came outside the doors and were standing under the structure. It's like the dumbest freaking place you could stand if you're worried about a structure. It's like
Mm.
you got out of the building, you still stood in danger. Anyway,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, stupid
earthquakes are
begets
freaky.
stupid.
Yeah, that's the Darwin mechanism there. Yeah, we're
Stupid
lucky we
begets.
don't have a lot of earthquakes.
Yeah, I mean, you're fortunate. You just got to deal
Hmm.
with tornadoes here and there, but I'm pretty sure since you're probably more city size, you're not gonna get them as much. Like the
Yeah.
Midwest, I think like those open fields because it's open terrain, so
Yeah.
it's able to form better and become stronger and all that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think they tend to be a little more like, I don't know. It's 3 hours, an hour south of here. Typically, it seems to be the tornado part of Tornado Alley, so to speak. It's not that prevalent up here close to the lake. Although we get the water funnels over the lake, and there's something to see. I remember seeing two of them side by side when I was younger. And
Oh, you see two side by side, and then they collide together and make a bigger one.
I guess that's theoretically possible, but that's probably not real likely. But yeah, it's a freaky thing to see. But there's kind of like a bigger version of a dust devil, so it's not like they're as dangerous. But there have been known to be some reason fish being picked up into them and dropped onto the land. That's where you get Sharknado, right? Big NATO.
Yeah. You get the oink oinks coming at you with the razor sharp teeth.
Yeah, they went through the farm park there and just carried them on away.
So, it's interesting though, Like I've always thought about at one point I was telling the woman like we shouldn't move out to the West Coast, but more like Seattle, somewhere up that way. But
Mm-hmm.
Seattle rains a lot, so I don't know if I want to be in that gloomy ass weather.
Yeah, things. A friend of mine told me that it was just so absolutely green when he went there. It was just gorgeous. And if you like the hike and you like going through forests, I think that would be fascinating. But like you said, there's just so much rain that might not be the most pleasant to be around. But it sure beats some of the climates, though. That climate seems to be, it doesn't get the extreme colds unless you get in the higher elevations. It seems to be like a high desert, some of those areas, which I don't know, that can be kind of cool, I think.
So we thought about that one year,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also like, why don't we just go back up north? We'll get all like living in Florida. You don't experience all the fucking seasons.
Yeah.
I've been down here for 20 something years already. I
Mm-hmm.
want to go somewhere where I could experience the seasons again. Like I don't need a lot of snow, but I want a winter to feel like a winter.
You got to come to Cleveland.
I don't want to go to Cleveland. Cleveland's dirty.
Well, it does have some things that need to be desired.
I don't want to be in Cleveland. I'm not a Cavalier,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm not a damn Brown.
Columbus, Cincinnati.
So I've always, but we end up just staying in Florida still.
Yeah. Well, yeah, in the end, there's a lot of convenience, and there's something nice about winters there. That's for sure.
Shit, I might want to. Like my son's thinking about moving to Wisconsin.
Hmm.
Rent is cheap out there, like dirt cheap.
Real estate's expensive, but yeah.
Like his girl is out there at the moment, and she sent a picture of some of the rent prices, and then bro, they had a 4 bedroom going for 1150,
Wow.
and I was like, God damn, 4 bedrooms for $1,150. Shit, I paid $1,700 for this fucking shithole,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
and it's only three.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
And then a 1 bedroom going for 625, I think it was.
Yeah, you might want to check out Grand Rapids.
So Grand Rapids, Wisconsin.
No, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Nah, I don't want to be in Michigan.
Oh, okay. It's Western Michigan. It's pretty close,
Rex is like, I don't want to do without the cold. I can do without the
Yeah.
cold. Hey, come to
Yeah.
Florida. I
Yep.
bet you'll hate it after a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, Rex, what are you only like 2 hours? Rex would only have to go 2 hours south of where he is, probably get a good change in the weather. No, I know it gets cold in North Carolina in the winter, but 40s, that's not so bad.
It snows in the Carolinas. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's drastically different. Probably.
And he's in Jersey. Carolina, from New Jersey to North Carolina, it's like a 10-hour drive.
Is it really? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it would be. That's a good haul.
it's a good haul because you still got to go through Maryland. You leave New Jersey, go through Delaware, go through Maryland, go through the Virginia, and I believe right after Virginia, you go to North Carolina, then South Carolina, Georgia, Florida.
I see. Rex says we're chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids.
Hmm.
So about 10 or so. Yeah, see, I know
That's
what I'm
good.
talking about.
You do. It's a good drive. Hmm.
It's a ways because my daughter, when they drove down from Virginia, it was like 16, 17 hours for them to get here.
Really? I'm surprised. Huh. Yeah,
Well, you
that's
gotta
that's.
figure.
Oh, Florida's long too, right? And you're a good ways down. Yep.
Yeah, it's not like we're in Jacksonville. When you come in, you go through
Right.
Jacksonville and stuff. No, we're further
Yeah.
south.
Oh, quite a ways. Yeah. Florida's a long state for sure.
Not like Texas though. I think it takes like fucking 2 days to get through Texas.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've driven from Dallas to
See,
this
I don't
Brownsville.
know how that would feel. If the dry heat is nothing comparable to the humidity, then it might won't be so bad. But I heard that dry heat can get annoying too.
Well,
And I heard
Dallas was humid as hell, man. I hated Dallas. Houston's the same way.
it's probably
Super.
humid because of all the buildings and shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was not my cup of tea when I was in Dallas and just
So if you were humid in Dallas and Houston and all that, you will not like being in Florida.
yeah. I mean, I've been to Florida and I've seen in the evenings when it's the dead of night when it's still hot as hell. Florida. I've seen that. Yeah, I've gotten into airports late at night in Florida many times and get to the hotel and you're like, holy hell, man. You got to get used to that.
I guess the grass is always greener elsewhere, Lou. You are absolutely correct there, sir.
Yeah, I think Rex brings up a good point.
Like it rained Saturday night into Father's Day. There's this little retention pond that I have on the side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
It was empty Saturday morning. When I went down to throw out the trash yesterday, that bitch was damn near full again. I'm like, God damn, it rained that much? No wonder I slept so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I sleep
Oh
good when it
man,
rains too.
I slept so good, even with Peanut putting his head in my back. It was, that was one hell of a night, boy. Mm-mm-mm. The thing I don't like about it with him though is he gets these little night terrors, and it's like,
Oh,
what are you thinking about, kid? That is making you want to cry.
poor fella.
And you gotta just like I've learned. I just rub his head, and he starts to stop, and he'll wind down
Mm-hmm.
like he's asleep doing all this. So I just rub his little
Mm-hmm.
head, and like it's okay, Poppy. Shh.
Hmm.
Tell him like that, and he's out of it. Like he's out
Yeah.
of it. And then
You
a
ever
few hours later, he does it again.
you ever look for patterns in what he's eaten the night before? Something to think about, anyways.
He eats whatever we eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. If there's something that's you might not realize it, and it shows in sleep sometimes. If you got trouble with certain foods, I'm not saying that's the case, but it's something to think about, anyways.
And then his father, we were talking the other day, he's like, man, what time did the baby fall asleep last night? Man, shit. Me and him both went to bed around 9:15, so by like 9:30, we were out. He's like, are you fucking for real? He won't go to bed till 2 in the morning with us. I'm like,
Ah,
well, what are you doing different? Well, we're listening to music. I'm like, well, there you go. That's your problem.
ah,
Quit playing music. You're hyping him up more than winding him down. You got to give him structure.
yeah. Well, one of the things my wife and I like to do, we got these LED light bulbs that have a reddish hue to them, and they simulate evening light or morning light. And so we don't use any any devices with blue light in the evening. And like for instance, we've got the television so that we're running a Linux machine, so it changes the hues of the blues towards more greens, and it gives kind of like a night. It simulates morning or night in terms of the type of light that you receive to your eyes, and we try not to get any exposure to devices either, and it just kind of helps you to it simulates the natural environment that you would have outdoors when it's getting time to go to bed.
Look, man, I could be on my cell phone 20 minutes before falling asleep. I'm
Right.
out.
But that don't mean it's good for you.
No, but I got blue blockers on my glasses.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you're blocking it out anyway.
Plus, on my phone. My phone is always in night mode.
Mine too. Yeah. So you're smart about that. Yep. Easy on the eyes. Easier.
So it's the woman's, but she just has a hard time sleeping. She's a woman, they naturally think too damn much.
Mm. Yeah, I'm quite fond of women.
Oh, I'm fond of them too. I enjoy the chests and the feeders
Of course.
and the little taco shell and all that. Finally, my fucking Walmart is on the way. God damn it, motherfuckers!
Uh,
I wanted to have some hot dogs last night, and them motherfuckers wouldn't deliver my shit.
mm.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an adventure. He was, like I said, the Peanut was such a good sport. I love having him here, and I can't wait to have my other grandbaby here when he or she is born.
That's awesome. I probably should tell you that my wife went and got the little 11-month-old rather next door yesterday, and she brought her over for a visit yesterday. She babysits her sometime, and she brought her over yesterday. We just had a blast with her, and
Yeah,
she's not walking yet like your little Peanut
neither was
is.
mine. My grandson at
Mhm.
11 months, he was standing. He would
Yeah.
stand, but he would be scared to take that because
Yep.
them standing is them learning their balance.
That's right. Yep. That's what she was doing too.
So he would do a lot of standing, and then
Mhm.
like on his birthday, he would take a step here, a step there,
Mm-hmm.
but everything was the crawl, crawl, crawl. And
Yeah.
then a few days after his birthday, it was like he figured out the steps and he was more walking, but when he wanted to get somewhere fast, he
Yeah.
would crawl.
Yeah. Yeah. He still knew that was the efficient way for him.
Yes.
That's funny.
So he would do that, but now he barely crawls. Everything is walking, and
Mm-hmm.
we play games like, oh my god. He mimics the cartoons that he watches. Some of the things he learns it. Like if they
Yeah,
start spinning, he'll start spinning.
that's cute.
And the wife was telling me he was playing peekaboo with her. Like he would stay on the side of the fireplace and he would peek his head over and she was going peekaboo and he would hide and start laughing and stuff like that. So it's like we were doing that the other day in
Yeah.
bed. You know, we were
Mm-hmm.
both laying down with them and just
Precious
laying
moments.
just laying in the bed and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna play peekaboo. Because we were playing hide and seek with his pacifier, with his socks. 'Cause he has this thing to take off his socks all the time.
That's what they do.
He
Yeah.
loves to take off his socks. It's like, no, kid, I need you to wear your socks. The floor is cold. He's like, nope, quee. So we're in the bed. He takes his socks off. So I start teaching him how to put it like underneath the blanket, and he's like, oh. And we're playing hide and seek with that. Hide and seek with his pacifier. And then the next game I started playing with him was like, all right, I'm gonna play peekaboo. I put him underneath the blanket. He comes out, go peekaboo, and he caught on real quick. And we played that for a few minutes. It's fun.
Yeah.
And then I
They're
get up to
joy.
get out of the room, and he's like, "I'm coming with you."
Yeah, you're right. Right. Chase you around.
He
Yep. They're those joyful moments, man.
It is. It's joyful moments, The things that I missed with my son because, you had to work
Mm-hmm.
and make sure he had everything. It's like now I look at it like this. Hey, these are the moments I'm not giving up for no one.
All right. Yep. Yep.
So his
Precious.
father was like, "Yo, let me know when you guys go out on the boat again." I'm like, "Look, one, it's not my boat. You would need to talk to my cousin. If he sends you an invite, that's one thing. You need to be there when he says we're gonna leave. You guys live over 2 hours away, so that means you got to get up 3 hours before we're leaving."
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
like, "I know, whatever. I'm down." I'm like, "All right, whatever." Because those are the moments you take a kid. Like, oh fuck, I need to tell them they would have to go buy a life vest for the baby. The baby has to wear a life vest at all times.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, so does his son. His son's 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You never know, man. You never know what's going to happen. It's like, yep.
And then I think he would have to get the baby some headphones to put over his ears because of the wind. You don't want the wind messing with his eardrums.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't
He's
think of
too
that.
young. Like
Hmm.
my cousin's 3-year-old doesn't like the wind fucking with his ears, and he covers his ears.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, depending on how the waves are, boy, you could get up to 40 miles per hour on my cousin's boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's serious. Yep.
So those are the, like I said, man. See that you live off a lake, so you could have a boat on a lake too. That would
Yeah.
be fun, just going out for a ride, or even jet skis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Walmart's here.
All right. Well,
Walmart delivery is arriving soon. Well, all right.
timing
Ring
is
my
just
doorbell.
good timing too.
It is. We still got a few minutes. You could hold the fort down while I get the door.
Yeah.
We got the third body watching, but you never know who it is. It's a lurker.
Oh, welcome, 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 welcome. Contribute to
Well,
the chat. Leave a comment. Please like and subscribe. And it really doesn't cost you anything and it helps the channel a lot. That's the best way to support the channel's new growth.
and don't forget to below me.
Yeah. and if you're here, we know you're a supporter of the channel and you want to see it grow. Yeah.
So yeah,
Lou and I have a lot of fun on here.
I know, man. Our chemistry, boy, our chemistry's through the roof.
It is good chemistry, no question about it.
It's through the roof, like
We
they like to say.
we have some moments where the show will leave you and your chest muscles are sore from laughing so damn hard and so damn long.
There it is. Yeah, yep. Someone is at my front door. I'm a walking to the front door. I'll be
Ah,
right.
Jay Santiago came to visit. Hey, Jay, welcome. It's good to see you. Rumpernickel is still alive. It's Mario. Love you, miss you. Awesome. Jay, man, we're so glad you're here. I always enjoy Rex and Jay's contributions to the channel.
Oh, Jay's here. Oh,
Yeah, Jay. A lot of times he used to put some really hilarious comments up there and help to the synergy. That's why he says Rumpernickel is still alive. I think he
Rumpernickel's been alive for the
yeah,
longest, but you
yeah.
don't want to watch Rumpernickel no more.
Yep. Jay and Rex, serious contributors.
Rumpernickel's doing his thing, but you never know. Rumpernickel's been poisoned to the world, but the Rumpernickel knows.
Rumpernickel's been misrepresented.
That's right. The Rumpernickel has been misrepresented. Has been misrepresented by a bunch of doofuses.
Rumpernickel still hails.
That's right. Earlier I was Stankernickel.
You don't want to be no stanker nickel. Get in that shower and get rid of that stanker nickel.
Oh no, it was a dropper nickel, boy. I dropped.
Oh, I see.
Oh
It
man,
was like a doozy nickel that was a stanker nickel.
it was a dookie stank.
A doobie stank. Drop it a
It was a
doobie.
dookie stank.
Well,
That's
Jay,
stank, boy.
yeah. We're sorry Jay ended up tuning in towards the end of the show. You have to come again.
Yep, we'll be live again tomorrow
Yeah.
morning around 7:30.
I always appreciate the contributions in the chat for sure. Yeah, we'll be here early and help you start your day out right.
I'm pretty sure Jay got some questions, as
Yeah.
he's been fed a bunch of bullshit lies. Like,
Mm.
oh, you stole my channel. No, bitch, you were just a managing contributioner. And I decided to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can understand that concept of you manage the channel, but now you don't manage the channel, you are a fired individual, you'll have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Yeah, good to hear you, Jay. Man, he had some funny comments in the past, just like Rex. Some funny comments, and it created a synergy because me, you, and Damien, we would just roll with it, man, and things would escalate. It would be just freaking hilarious. It's Mario. Hey, Mario. He's still alive. He's not dead yet.
It's dumper nickel, dump, dump, dump. He's dumper nickel, dump, dump.
It's a dump.
Jump.
Dumper nickel. Dumper nickel.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, dumper nickel strikes again. Nickel strikes again.
Dumper nickel commits a double flusher.
Shit, more like a triple flush.
Damn, that dumper nickel, you just kept spinning in the toilet. You flushed it and just kept spinning. Nothing happened. It just stayed there spinning in a circle. It's like, I want that out of there.
Yeah, Oh, God, I got to redo my damn game room, and I don't want to.
Oh, the difficulties of life.
It is. I gotta fucking figure out how I want to set the room up because the good old damn woman decided to. Hold on one second.
Dumper nickel in the case of the stinky loaf.
Figure out how I want to set up my Dragon Ball aesthetic. I got some here. I got some behind the machine. Got some on the damn windowsill. It's like, oh damn it, man, damn it.
I like that artwork you got on the wall there.
Yes, it's the dumper nickel and the case of the stinky loaf. Oh yeah, the stinky loaf, the stinky binky. Yeah,
brown bubble, incoming. Brown bubble. Be careful.
I got that one there,
mm-hmm.
And then I got one up there, and then I got my Star Wars one right there.
Cool.
But see, that one is a 3D one, so depending on how you look at it,
mm-hmm.
the character changes forms.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's in base form there. You look at it a different way, he'll be in Ultra Instinct form.
Yep, that's cool.
We're talking nerdy Dragon Ball stuff, but most of these folks don't care for that.
Yeah, and you give me a hard time about computational fluid dynamics. Hello.
Well, that's computational fucking mumbo jumbo.
Well, yeah, it's rocket science, but hey, it's not really rocket science, but it's rocket science.
Well, God damn it, I'm not trying to steer no ship. Are you?
Yeah. Sometimes you got to steer the ship if you don't want it to go off course.
Well, the course is, the course. You got to take the course and make the course and do the course and sleep on the course.
That's right. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
So I'm thinking about moving the PlayStation behind the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I could get a couple more figures on that side of the desk. Well, table. Mm-hmm. And then my laptop that I still have connected that's just sitting there, fucking damn machine. Mm-hmm. I might take that down since I really don't need it now. Yes. And put some more figures in that corner. I want to get rid of the printer, but I don't really have another thing to put the printer on. I just need to buy me another table, and I can put my figures all on the table, and then I need to figure out where to put all my fucking sneakers.
Nah. That's a high-class problem.
That is, man. It's a high-class problem with sneakers.
Yeah.
I
got a printer. I got a printer sitting on a chair right now over here.
At least mine is on the table.
Yeah. Right.
Oh man, well, folks, we thank you for tuning in. This is Rumpernickel signing off, and his
Yeah.
compadre Dumpernickel.
Hey, rock and roll. Thumbs up. Skol. Nastrovia. Chiviriamo. L'chaim.
Boy, you say a bunch of fucking words that is like, what the fuck you saying?
Skol. Just saying all the
I
greetings in
understand. I understand.
different
Skull.
languages. Different, yeah. Norwegian skol. Nastrovia. That's um I think that's
Look at that. Jay was thinking about
Croatian.
that heavy metal movie all day yesterday. He says it's the
Was that
best
German?
movie ever made, even though it was a cartoon. I won't know about that one. Cheers, brothers. Blessing y'all. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jay. You know where to
Sammy
find us.
Hagar.
We'll be
Heavy
back
metal.
tomorrow morning at
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah. Good seeing you fellas. Look forward to
Rex,
coming back.
thank you for tuning in, Rex. We'll see you
Mhm.
tomorrow, hopefully. Everything goes well.
Yeah.
Skull and yama yama,
Yeah.
dama dama.